So last but not least, here's my BangGood tool review of the Drill Pro 6-piece 60-degree high-speed center drill bit with countersinking, for countersinking. The price, absolutely phenomenal. $3.39 for 6 pieces, the whole size range, metric sizes it looks like. The drill bits are made out of high-speed steel. One problem is they shipped them very badly. They came in this bag like this, and this bag was inside another bag. When you put cutting tools that are hardened material like high-speed steel banging against each other as they're shipping, my expectation is that there is going to be some damage to the cutting edges. Let's take a closer look.
So here's another attempt at a close-up. The grinding job seems reasonable. It's not great. It's not the best I've seen, but it's by no means the worst I've seen. The edges are a little bit dinged up, probably from shipping, but it could be the manufacturing process. These are really inexpensive. The edges feel sharp. There's a little bit of grease on them from to protect them during shipping from rust, which I saw none of. Plastic bag probably helped that too. There's a little tiny nick there you can see. I was trying to point at it for you. Probably happened during shipping as they banged together. It's kind of unfortunate. They, again, with a little bit of extra effort, maybe taping the whole, all of them together inside the plastic bag would have prevented this. But all in all, not terrible.
So perhaps we should test these guys out a little bit, you know, just do some quick tests cutting and see how they perform. I expect they'll perform fine. They might not last as long as a Keo, but I think that, you know, for the price, for $3.39 you get 6 pieces. A Keo, the smallest one, which would be that tiny little one there, the sort of the equivalent to the Keo smallest one, is like 10 bucks. So they're not even priced similarly. So if these last 1/5 the time as the Keo, they're still worth it unless you just don't like having spares around, which I would understand. But in a pinch, I think these will probably work. Let's give these a quick test. So first up, we have some 303 stainless, and we're gonna go at 680 RPM. I used the biggest bit, so hopefully you can see it. Seems to cut effortlessly, so I guess the finish seems pretty good on the cutting side too. Here, let me back this up. One thing that we'll have to just test over time will be how long will the cutting edge last. Is this a you know, a few use item or a bunch? But it seems like it's pretty good. The finish is pretty decent in there, and it cut through it just like butter. So since we gave it an easy one, an easy test, how about we take some of the 4140, let me go wide here. Here's a piece of 4140 I heat treated that should be Rockwell hardness between 54 and 59. High-speed steel is harder than this. This will be really brutal, this test, because this will really push it. Probably shouldn't be using high-speed steel on it. I'm probably gonna get a lot of comments on that. So I'm going to use some lube, and I'm going to see if this can cut it at all. I'm kind of curious, truly. Oops. And I'm going to slow it down to help keep the cutter cooler. So we'll go down to 440 RPM. And let's just see how it works, if it works. Does. And the chips are a lot smaller because it's taking a lot smaller bite, but let's be honest, this is a pretty tough cutting job for this. And it works really nicely. So I think it is truly high-speed steel, which I really wasn't questioning, but you take a look here. See if we can show you the finish. Just back this guy up. Finish is very decent, and it cut a very nice hole. All in all, I give the product a thumbs up, at least in the short term, until I find out how much longevity it has. But it's still sharp. The cutters still feel, the edges still feel good after one cut of hardened material, which is, you know, this is a pretty tough job for it to do. So I give it a thumbs up because for the price, I think you can't beat it. I wish they'd shipped it better, just like one of the other BangGood tools I received. The packaging leaves a lot to be desired. You don't ship a bunch of cutting tools all touching each other, banging around in a bag. But I can probably get past that a little bit. So I'm giving it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time.
So before you go, I decided to take a little closer look at the drill bit after I cut with it. One side seemed fine, but the other side, look at the edge, a little bit of damage there. That was a really hard material, so I don't fault it terribly, but I was a little disconcerted to see that. It's too bad, but obviously could be resharpened. Hope it's useful. Thanks for watching.